I'm going with Terrence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terrence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terrence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
I fought against Crawford. I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much weight? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Canelo Crawford.
It's very hard. 50-50. For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terrence Crawford.
When seasoned boxing experts discuss the highly anticipated clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence "Bud" Crawford, many share the same verdict. This fight likely won't be close. Analysts argue that Crawford's leap up 2 weight classes into the super middleweight division puts him at a significant disadvantage. Canelo's proven ability to deliver thudding body shots, break opponents down at 168 lbs, and showcase his championship pedigree at higher weights is expected to overwhelm Crawford's style and frame. Jaron Ennis even warned Crawford that jumping straight to 168 against Canelo is a critical misstep, advising him to take a warm-up bout at 160 first. He emphasized that Canelo has long dominated super middleweight, knocking out naturally bigger fighters with ease.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds. And he dropping those guys like that. So I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. You know, at like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, you know, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger. You know, and things like that. You know, I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, you know, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Former champion Carl Froch has been blunt about Crawford's chances, pointing out that he's moving up multiple weight divisions. Froch predicts Crawford won't survive beyond 4 to 6 rounds against Canelo's relentless power and punishing bodywork, stressing that such a steep jump in weight is almost impossible to handle at the elite level.
It was absolutely crap, load of rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it, because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. But that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me, I know Canelo Alvarez is going to be a tough fight for anybody. I know it's a long ask trying to beat a guy like that, but come on. If I'm in there with Canelo for whatever amount of money, there's going to come a point where I'm saying, right, I'm going for it now. Probably around 3 or 4, I'm going to stick it on him and have a go. To be given an opportunity like that, Skull defending his IBF title and potentially becoming undisputed, to go in there and just perform like that, for me, it's not acceptable. And I think in my day and with my mindset and the way I used to fight, I'd have gone for it. Just gone for it and then give the fans, give the boxing fans, and do myself and my trainer proud.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. Made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset, because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo, who just understands the game.
Abel Sanchez, former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, went even further, calling the matchup ridiculous. He argued that Crawford has yet to show the physical growth or punching power necessary to compete at 168 lbs. In Sanchez's view, Crawford's only path to victory would be a knockout, which he considers highly unlikely.
Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. I'd like to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and a prediction, if possible.
Okay, well, first of all, Terrence Crawford is a great fighter, but so is Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit. In my opinion, Canelo's a bigger man. Not that he started out as a bigger man, but he's now a bigger man. He has been hit by not only Gennady, who's one of the biggest punchers that I've ever coached I've ever seen, but he's also been hit by Bivol, by Kovalev, who's a big puncher. You know, he's been hit by big guys. Crawford had a hard time with a 154-pounder who hit him often. So I think that no matter how much weight he puts on, no matter how smart he thinks he is or how big he thinks he is, he's going to be getting hit by a truck. And he's not used to that. And I think that at the beginning, just like it was with Kell Brook and Gennady, at the beginning, the speed and the talent.
Sparring insider Coron Davis, who has trained with both fighters, also favors Canelo. He cited Canelo's natural size, strength, and physicality as decisive advantages that Crawford will struggle to overcome once they step into the ring.
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size win fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter, you know? They both great fighters. You got two great fighters in there. I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, body type, and you know how big of a person he is, and I think that will be a deciding factor in that fight.
Jumping up 21 pounds, would Crawford have to fight the perfect fight?
Absolutely. You know, size will play a factor in that fight. It won't. It'll be a lot harder to damage Canelo. You know, his punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches if they fight at 168. So I think it'll be an issue. It's not impossible, but it will be hard.
Crawford, however, insists that his greatest weapon isn't raw power. It's his elite fight IQ and adaptability. In interviews, he's explained that he doesn't need a knockout to win. Instead, his plan is to study Canelo early, make mid-fight adjustments, and pick apart openings. Crawford highlighted his ability to switch stances, lure opponents into traps, and disrupt rhythm, turning Canelo's forward pressure into a moving target. He downplayed concerns about size, arguing, "You only know how strong someone really is once you fight them." In his mind, there's no mystery about his own power to hurt Canelo.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
night. I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
know it.
We'll see. We're
gonna see.
Sean Porter has voiced serious doubts about Crawford's ability to endure Canelo's power for a full 12 rounds at 168 lbs. He pointed to the dramatic weight jump from welterweight as a major gamble. While Porter fully respects Crawford's skill and ring intelligence, he fears that Canelo's strength and early aggression could gradually break him down before the championship rounds.
The others say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's gonna be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's gonna slow down, you know? So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terrence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
Bill Haney has been the loudest and most passionate voice in Crawford's corner. He's confidently declared that Crawford will beat Canelo into a bloody pulp, calling him the best fighter in the world and dismissing any concerns about size or reputation. At the official press conference, Haney put his money where his mouth is, placing a $100,000 bet on Crawford and shouting from the podium, "It kicked off when I showed up. Crawford ain't nothing to play with." At the same time, Haney also issued a warning for Crawford to remain cautious, not only against Canelo's tactics in the ring, but also over potential doping concerns linked to Canelo's camp.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, huh? You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. He came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen.
60 years of boxing.
Canelo, it's big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Shut up.